Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, good evening, good
Happy
evening.
Friday.
Come on in, come on in.
Not necessarily a wardrobe malfunction, but good Lord.
You good?
Yep. Let us know where you're streaming from this evening.
Come on in, come on in. Let us know where you're streaming from. Let us know where you're streaming from. We're going to have a wonderful time this evening.
Yes, I'm excited about this subject.
Yeah. It's going to be good. Quality. It's always quality. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Bible. God bless you. God bless you.
Good evening.
Let us know where you're streaming from. I see Riverview. Baltimore, what's up? What is up? God bless you.
I would love to be in Baltimore right now.
I love to have some crab cakes.
Oh my goodness.
Where do we order crab cakes from? That's somewhere in Baltimore, right?
Yep. I don't remember the name of the restaurant.
Yeah, we order food from Baltimore.
You have it shipped here.
We have it shipped here. Them crab cakes are the bomb. At the office. What's up, David? God bless you, sir. West Palm, what's up, Stacy?
Hello.
Tabby,
hello.
what's up? Lawana, God bless you. Yes. St. Pete, what's up? What's up? The Berg.
Yes, that's my home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got nothing to say.
St. Pete is awesome.
I got nothing to say. Madison, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Good evening, everyone.
Please share. Please share. There's somebody you know this is good tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight we're gonna talk about some stuff. Uh-huh.
You said.
Yeah. Hey Keisha, what's up, my lady? Why mama in the house? What's
Hello,
up?
hello.
Hello. We're gonna start at 7:01. It's 7 o'clock right now. We're gonna start at 7:01. Madeira Beach, what's up? We were looking for property on that side.
It's beautiful.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it is.
Yes, Madeira Beach.
Mm-hmm. Now, if we decide to start a church in Pinellas County, we're gonna find a spot. We're gonna move over to the beach.
Oh,
and,
really?
Hey, if God wills, God wills. We actually had, let me not talk about that right now. Anyway, it's 7:01. How you guys doing this evening? It's Friday Night Live.
Hello.
My name is Jomo.
I'm Charmaine.
We come together on Friday nights, and our whole goal is to help you navigate through this thing called marriage. Some of you are not married right now, but you acting like you're married, but it's all good. It's all good. Our whole goal is to give you tips and tools to help you navigate through the different challenges of two becoming one.
Yes.
And it is not necessarily easy, but it is doable. Remember, marriage is not mastered. Marriage is managed.
Yes.
So you have to manage it. So this evening, I have a great topic. I love it. But before we jump in, we're going to start with
Cousins Chronicles.
Dun, 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 dun. Well, my wife has decided to reinvigorate her physical activity. And so she said, I'm going to go for a walk. Can you come with me? Well, of course, I've already made the declaration that I'm all in on Team Charmaine, which we all should be with our spouse. We should be the number one cheerleader of our spouses and not say something smart at that moment. Just say whatever you want, whenever you want to go. So anyway, we did our walk, and we walked longer than I expected. So I was like, okay, because I had already done my workout in the morning time. So I thought, a little ginger walk, nothing serious. Man, the homegirl had a walk. So I don't know what I said, but boy, I opened up a can and boy, she let me have it. So I said something about a date. That's what I did. And she said, well, basically, it's been 2 years since you took me on a date. And she kind of went all the way in. I mean, like all the way in. And now to be clear, she did not cuss me out, but she Christian cussed me out. When I say Christian cussed me out, there's no cuss words. It's just with a whole bunch of attitude. So let me clarify that. I heard somebody say,
I don't think I was saying it pretty nonchalantly, like this is what it is.
Yeah.
And
she like,
I accepted it, and this is what it's gonna be, I guess.
Now here's the key aspect when a person goes off on you, okay? First off, we're walking and it's her time. So I'm not going to engage. I'm not going to turn. I'm just going to receive. Okay. Because I have had maybe 3 or 4 dates in the 2 years. Okay. So, but it was not good enough. I agree. It was not good enough. We did like Orlando. We did. Anyway, it's not good enough. I got it. I got it. So I just got quiet and let her just tell me, I said, I'm going to take my butt kicking good. And I ain't say nothing. Now, here's the key aspect. You have to understand when to shut up and just receive. Just receive. So I let her tell me about, that. And because I'm not going to mess up. The purpose was her walking. And if she wants to express her feelings to me while we walk, it was a walk talk, I'm going to let her just go ahead and tell me what she felt. Because see, if I was sensitive, I could have got all of my feelings and tried to defend myself. But did I defend myself?
No, you didn't defend yourself.
I just took it. Now, this is something you have to learn how to do. Take it. Just shut up and take it. So anyway.
When you wrong.
Agreed. Now, I'm wrong. I'm not. You see that? I was about to justify, but no, I'm not going to justify. I can do better.
Right.
Agreed? So, but I said, we had some challenge time, but, neither here nor there. I said, agreed. Now, I'm not, shut up. Okay, so tonight, we're going to be dealing with how to fight fair.
Right.
Meaning, oftentimes when I see couples have disagreements, it spirals out to things that are out of bounds.
Right.
Okay, so if you've ever been in a fight, most of them say there's no rules. But if you were in a boxing fight, they said, okay, there's 10 rounds. The rounds are 3 minutes. You have a mouthpiece. They say don't hit below the belt.
Right.
Don't hit behind the head.
Right.
Don't hit somebody when they're down on their knees.
Right.
When the referee steps in, you got to break it up. And when I call time, it's time. Meaning there's rules to this engagement.
Now, we all know about the fights without the rules, because if you've ever been in high school before, like I've been in high school.
What?
At Gibbs High School.
In St. Petersburg.
Yeah, there is no rules of engagement. If you're losing, you do whatever it takes to not lose. So if it's
I've never done that.
Hit somebody with a garbage can, pick up your backpack, hit them with a book.
I have this.
Do whatever you need to do because you're losing. So usually when you're losing the fight, then it's like whatever you need to do to come back up and redeem yourself. Because normally when there's a fight, especially in high school, there's spectators and there's people mouthing off and stuff. So you don't want to lose this fight. So usually when you're losing, then you start playing dirty.
Have you played dirty, Charmaine?
I have. You talking about in arguments?
Yeah.
Because I've never been in a physical fight before, because I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Did you hear that? This chick said she has never been in a physical fight.
Because I'm a nice person.
You talk so much cash, too.
What are you talking about?
You be talking a whole bunch of mess.
To who?
I'm not even talking about you. Okay.
To who, though?
I'm not going to talk about that.
I'm just saying, like, I've never been in a physical fight before.
You talk bad. Though.
Most people like me. I'm just saying.
Okay, whatever.
I just think, I'm a very likable person. Okay. I'm very congenial.
Okay, whatever.
Well, I know in arguments when you're married, a lot of times if you feel like the other person has the upper hand or you feel like you were wrong in the situation, a lot of times people will deflect, or they will try to get the other person back by hitting them with a low blow, like saying something that doesn't have anything to do with the conversation, but it's maybe one of their weaknesses or something that they do wrong, but it has nothing to do with what you're talking about at the time.
Charmaine would drop people's names on me. Well, this person, I said, what? Let's go into number one. Number one.
Usually I'm pretty good with the conversation part. Usually you're changing the subject.
Number one.
And trying to do the Jedi mind trick.
Number one.
Number one.
If it's not worth the fruit, it's not worth the fight. Meaning, let's be specific about what we're talking about.
Right.
Let's not go off on tangent. Before we get in this discussion, what are we talking about?
What's the subject?
What's the subject? Be clear on what we're disagreeing about.
Right.
Because oftentimes, if you're not clear, you get off on tangents. What are we different? What is our difference? What's our challenge? What's the issue that we're dealing with?
Right.
So my point of view is some things are not worth the fight. So let's be specific. What are we arguing about? What are we discussing? Okay, so number one. Number two, timing. Come on. The game about to come on. What you about to do this?
Because it's on my mind right now, and I need to get it off my chest. No,
How
that's
about this?
terrible.
Why do people want to get it off their chest before sex?
Because you have their undivided attention.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this.
You have.
Let's talk about this.
Why your whole attention?
Why do you want to argue and clarify something?
No, you don't argue.
But I'm saying you want to get your point across.
Make a statement.
No, I want to ask the question to my brothers out there. Have you ever been in a situation where a person wants to, you about to have our do, about to do, and now you want to bring up a conversation about something you want to talk about?
Now, because you got his whole ear. Come on, ladies. You know you got every look. Right before, let me tell you something about something real quick. What you talking about? Oh, you got his whole attention. You ain't never had that brother attention before. He all ears. What you think?
Number one.
What you think?
Number one. Let's clarify what we're arguing about. Number two, we have to make sure we have the right timing.
That's right.
If you know we're about to leave the house in 5 minutes, why even start the argument if you know you can't finish it?
That's not a good time.
I see some.
And some people try to be slick with it, like, oh, you're going to bring it up real quick because you know the other person can't address it right then.
Yeah. Or
that's real slick.
Some people do it on the way to church.
Oh, because you think after church over with, after you done got that word, then that argument over, huh?
They do it on the way to church because they figure you're going to act right before they get there.
Yeah. You're going to straighten up.
So be mindful. Or, your husband or wife has a big event, and this the moment you want to argue.
That's terrible.
They have a presentation.
Right.
Now you want to argue.
Right.
You got to pick the right time.
Right.
I mean, I try to the best of my ability, I'm not perfect, to not go on the stage and preach jacked up. But what I mean by that is if we have an issue, which we sometimes do, I try to make sure that we're straight before I hit the stage.
Yeah.
I've seen enough jacked up church where the two people, they really divorced, going to church pretending like they together, not together. Now, I ain't saying no names, but I'm just saying perpetrating like they have a real relationship, but they don't. And I never want to be fake.
Right.
I always want to keep it 100.
We've been really good about that. I think even when I know Jomo has a speaking engagement or something big and he has a really busy schedule and he's trying to get a lot done, I won't even bring something up. It's not even worth it because you're stressing the person. The person's already stressed out because of whatever's going on outside the home. And then you're going to stress them out in the home. Like, if it's not something urgent, 911, I'll just table it until it's a better time.
Romans 8:28 says, and we know that all things work together for the good.
Right.
Ecclesiastes is a time and a season for everything.
Right.
Hold your peace. Right. Now, I'm not saying, again, life or death. I'm just saying, if you already know there's a big event, something about to happen, a wedding, a funeral, certain events that you got to take a back seat for the moment.
Right.
And not.
And you know what? God is so good and so faithful that a lot of times you'll find yourself tabling it, and then God works that thing out for you, and you don't even have to address it.
The Bible says a woman can win an argument without a word. Now, I'm not saying not to use your words. I'm just saying continence, behavior, love, compassion. There's so much a woman works with that y'all got a whole bunch of tools.
Right.
Like that sex tool. That's pretty powerful.
But you know what? We can learn a lot from our grandmothers and our mothers too, because I don't know about a lot of you all that are listening to me, but I know my grandmother I never saw my grandmother and my grandfather fight, but when she didn't like something my grandfather said, he changed his mind by the next day. I don't know what she did, but it was never like a harsh word in front of anyone. It was always real. She would make him his favorite.
She gave him some precious. She gave him precious.
She would do something, and it would be like it would just she never embarrassed him or try to belittle him or try to make him feel less than or inferior.
Mm-hmm.
And she always got the job done.
Mm-hmm. All right, number three, location. Okay, number one, why are we arguing? Let's be clear. Number two, timing. Number three, location. Okay, why are you gonna do this at children's school? We at school with the kids. Everybody gonna see this. Don't do this here.
Embarrassing the kids.
Oh, what you doing there?
Is that your mama?
Oh no, don't do that. At church, don't do that. At the job. Oh
wow.
OMG.
Now you messing with your bills.
You messing with my money. Don't do this.
Wow. Yeah.
So I need to be clear on what I'm arguing about or our difference. I gotta make sure it's the right timing. Right. And I gotta be clear about the location. Right. So if we're gonna do this, I want to make sure it's like when we went on the walk and she told me how she felt. There's nobody but us.
Right.
You know, it was time.
I wasn't arguing.
No, you just told me exactly how you felt.
Yeah, we were just talking.
All right. Number four, be direct. Don't beat around the bush.
Right. Don't have them try to figure it out. Oh, you knew what I meant. Nah, they didn't know what you meant.
I do not like when you kiss me on the back of my neck.
That little ear thing you do, that don't work no more.
I want you to go slow.
Oh, okay.
I want you to kiss me in my mouth and your tongue touch my tongue.
Oh, wow.
I want you to hug me.
Right.
I want you to feel on my booty.
I want you to defend me when your family disrespects me.
Be clear.
Yeah.
Be clear.
Right.
Okay.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Number 5, people are not mind readers, which goes together.
Right.
So be direct and express your thoughts clearly. Mm-hmm. Don't expect any mind reading. And then ask them, do you understand the words that came out of my mouth?
You have them repeat it or ask them, do they understand?
Does that make sense to you? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right. Now, they could understand and not agree, but
that's cool. I'm cool with that.
Have understanding.
I'm cool with that. Number 6, put some respect on it. If we're going to communicate about a disagreement, make sure we keep it respectful.
Right.
Don't talk
Whatever
down.
That is for your spouse. Because sometimes respect is different for other people.
What's respect for you?
As far as when I'm communicating with you?
Yeah.
Just keeping my tone. I think my voice low. You receive that better.
What don't I receive well?
I don't know. You tell me. What did you receive well? I think just me raising my voice. I don't know. I think you just shut down when I started raising my voice. Because I think even when I'm talking with my hands and I start getting like, this is what it's gonna be, and you still listen, but
I'm better now.
Yeah. I think you don't like it when I raise my voice. But if I keep it like this and say exactly what I mean, you good. You got that, brother? You got it? You understand? All right. And then I go in the bathroom and then I cuss. I'm joking.
She said that. I didn't say that.
No, I was just joking. I don't have to, well, if I'm not going to walk away and cuss. In the heat.
Number 7, stay focused.
Stay focused.
What does that mean? Stick to the point you're talking about.
I feel like a lot of dudes like try to deflect or change the subject because yes. And the reason why I say it is because usually women we have more practice at communicating because we talk more than guys most of the time. So I'm not saying that all guys don't talk a lot, but most women talk more than men. So we're real quick at the draw. Do you know what I'm saying? You say something and we already on C and you still like thinking about A. You know, we've already got through B and we on C and you still, okay, you processing? Okay, let me know when you finish processing so I can get back to what I was saying. So that's how we are. And I think it could be very it can make somebody feel defensive, like they need to start defending themselves versus just addressing the issue. And it could be very aggressive. It could come across very aggressive when you're talking fast and you can answer real quick. And then we tend to cut our spouses off too when they're talking, because we're like, okay, wait a minute, whoa. That's not what you said. Well, that's not what you had said, brother. You know, that's not what you did. You got that wrong. And then we just cut them off, and then they forget what they were talking about, and it's very frustrating. I see it so much. I do want to laugh, but I don't, because I know it's not right. I'm like, oh yeah, she got him. Dang, brother. You should just do it right, and it wouldn't have worked out like that for you. You know what I'm saying?
Foolishness.
No, but I think cutting you off can come across as like a very
disrespectful.
Yeah, it's disrespectful, and then you can make somebody feel like they need to defend themselves too.
Yeah, but I think too often, I've seen a lot of people bring up the past. Okay, the female or male had a transgression. Okay, there's nothing, whatever it is, and now we're talking about something totally different, and they bring back what happened in 1862.
Right.
To say, listen, well, you probably blah 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 blah, and so just now
shut the person
up, you know, and sometimes I don't say you forgive me and keep bringing it up.
Right.
Now, you can bring it back up if I keep doing the same thing.
Right. That part. I'm glad you said
but that. You cannot keep bringing it up if you said you forgave me and we're moving forward.
Right.
If we're moving forward, let's move forward.
And the subject don't have anything to do with what you did in the past.
Correct. Forgiveness is not saying I forget. Forgiveness says I choose to no longer bring it up. Yes. We don't forget. That's a lie. There's nowhere in the Bible says forgive and forget. There's no scripture that says forgive and forget.
Right.
That's a good saying, but there's no truth to it.
Right.
We don't forget.
And if we forget, then we don't remember what we learned from the situation, so we don't do it again.
Yeah, so you have to be cognizant that I blew it.
Right.
I made a mistake.
Right.
You decided that you want to roll with me. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're going to roll with me, let's roll. Right. But you can't roll with me punching me in the back of the head all the time.
Right.
That's not going to work.
Right.
And so many times people say they want to be with you, but they have not forgiven you to move forward. So therefore, they always have an animosity towards you, and that's never going to grow. You got to let it go. Now, if you can't let it go, let them go. Mm-hmm. So here's your options. Let them go or let it go.
Yeah.
Either
so
one.
Can grow.
So you can't have both.
Right.
You can't say I want to stay with you and cuss you about what you used to do. Mm-hmm. Now, again, be clear. You have to stop the bad behavior. Whatever the bad behavior is, mm-hmm. you have to transition and grow. I've had bad behavior in my history. Mm-hmm. So we decided to move forward together. Cool. But I never revisited that old dude.
Right.
See, so we know. I say that so that you understand that I'm not perfect and never been perfect, but I'm working on perfection.
None of us are perfect.
So, and I try to encourage people because sometimes we feel as if we can't get there. Mm-hmm. I say that not to belittle myself or make myself small, but to say that you can change. Mm-hmm. All men are not dogs. All women are not hoes. All women are not trying to take your money. It's not all. Mm-hmm. So if you're willing to roll with someone and say, okay, I know your issue. I know I got issues too. Let's grow together. You can do it. Right. The Bible says where two touch and agree, God goes to work. Mm-hmm. But you have to be willing to allow God to go to work. And you cannot continue to call a person who they used to be. Because you're manifesting
now.
what you don't want.
Yes.
I think Dr. Didi would say it what's the
act
thing?
like they're acting like you want them to act and see how they act.
Yeah.
So you're pretty much speaking life into your spouse.
Correct.
And you're acting like the God in them versus
Correct.
who you may be seeing in the
You're
physical.
speaking life into them.
Right.
You remember Genesis 2:19, Adam called her woman. He called her Eve. We have the ability to call our spouses in.
Right.
All right. That was good. Number 8, listen to what the other person's saying and respond accordingly. Stop listening. Listen to receive and not respond.
Oh, that's good.
What I mean, make sure you get everything in. Because sometimes we hear one thing and we
just go off to the races.
Yeah, versus slow down and say, okay, I think you said,
or this is what I heard.
I heard you said I don't put the toilet seat down. Is that correct?
Right.
Or whatever it is. Okay, number 9. Acknowledge you have some blame in it.
Don't just point the finger. When you approach somebody with a disagreement about something, always make sure you analyze the entire situation. What you could have done better in the situation. It always takes 2 to tango.
Yeah.
There's something that you could have done better in a situation, and you should acknowledge that when you're own you.
Correct.
Like Pastor John was about to say, own you, because the thing is if you don't own you, then it's really hard for the other person to own what they did.
Listen, if you caking her the whole way, Pastor, what does caking mean? You spending on her, you buying her everything she wants, and all of a sudden you tap out on that, it's gonna be a problem.
It's gonna be a misunderstanding.
So you have to balance. Like we were in Orlando the other week. I was in the store and I saw something for her. I bought it. It was expensive. I don't care. That's my ride or die.
And I appreciate it too.
Yeah. And I said, this looks good on you. I buy it. And then she said, Jumbo, why don't you buy that? I buy it. I don't care. Now understand you got to graduate. Okay. We were budget conscious for about 15 years. Okay.
Come on now.
I am no longer budget conscious because I paid off what I had to pay off. So now we've graduated to another stage. Now, please do not follow our model if you're newlywed and your money's funny. Got it? This is 25 years now, okay? 25 years. So some people are like, man, Pastor, they were looking at my wife's ring. I said, again, if you want to stay with me for 20 years, you're going to get a ring too. Got it? So it's just the process of maturing to certain things. So we have graduated certain levels that if I see something for her and she likes it, we're going to buy it. But balance.
Absolutely.
Now, I don't remember the last time. Well, anyway, leave that alone. I'll think about something else I don't need to talk about right now. All right. So acknowledge that you're a part of it. And what I meant by what I just said is if you have set a standard and now you change it, you're a part of it. Or if you always never confronted and now you want to confront, you're a part of it. Because you have grown this monster. You've let them talk to you crazy. Unless versus checking them, say, listen, that's not going to happen. We're not doing that.
And it could be something as simple as, and a lot of people don't think about this, but when you're dating and when you first get married, you may have cooked dinner and fixed his plate and had dinner ready when he came home because you was excited. You loved that man. You loved everything about him. But now y'all have 3 kids and the full-time job is getting a little bit stressful, and you got a lot more responsibilities than you had before, and maybe you cutting out some of them homemade dinners that you used to make, and they're not ready when he walked through the door, and you're not fixing his plate anymore. And then he starts complaining about the fact that you're not cooking as much as you used to, and you're not doing some of the things that he really loved you doing. And then you're going off on him talking about, well, I got a full-time job and I got responsibility. All of that is true, but can you acknowledge the fact that you used to do it and that's something you stopped doing? Because that would disarm a person from feeling like they had to be defensive in the conversation.
That's good. That's good.
You would approach it this way. I acknowledge the fact that when we first got together, I did this, I did that. I cooked homemade meals all the time. I made big breakfasts on Sunday. I feel like, and I know that I stopped doing those things. I feel like we can come to a compromise. Maybe I don't do it every day, but now maybe I can do it 3 times a week. What do you think about that? You need to be fixing them dinners every day of the week. No, I'm joking. But just, Meet them halfway on some things, because you have to acknowledge the fact that you had a role to play in whatever it is.
You set them up. If for example, you decide you want to be the sex fiend of the world, and what?
Let's have you talking about sex.
I'm dealing with real stuff.
Yeah. Okay, come on, let's go.
And all of a sudden, my point is.
And now you tired all the time.
Yeah.
You wearing flannel today.
That's what I'm saying.
You wearing onesies. How we gonna have sex with a onesie?
Listen, we gotta make a hole. Anyway, but my point to you is, you got to put some balance in it. And all I'm saying is, you start a person at this level,
right,
and all of a sudden you stop doing everything you did to get the person,
right,
male or female.
Mm-hmm.
And now you wonder what's up. No, we got to communicate.
Right.
Listen, this was my expectation.
Right.
This is what you set me up. This is what you said you were about. And now you're not about it anymore. Tell me what's going on.
Right.
We have to have these conversations, because understand, what you don't define, you'll never fulfill. I will never fulfill what I don't dare define, and I'll never change what I don't confront. So we have to talk about it, but we have to talk about it with guardrails.
So true.
All right. Number 10. I said, own your feelings. Own your feelings. This starts with, like you said, I feel. Mm-hmm. I own you. Stop saying I. No, I. This is how I feel.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 11. Take the high ground. Don't hit below the belt. Don't bring up other relationships now. What you doing? We talking about this. That's probably what you did your old one. That's what probably did your last wife. Huh.
Oh, so you're not comparing other relationships. You're talking about past relationships.
I guess it's similar to me. Mm-hmm. You bringing up stuff we shouldn't even bring it up. That's below the belt. That's why your child crazy. Whoa, wow, whoa. That's why your mama snack a tooth.
Wow.
Whoa. That's your daddy.
Yeah, let's not talk about the mama and the daddies now.
So I'm saying, that's below the belt.
Yeah.
See, that's when the referee comes in.
Certain things you shouldn't even have to say. It's
yeah.
Just, you shouldn't have to say, don't talk about my mama no more. Don't you talk about your spouse mama? That's your mama. You the one ready for that. Ain't none of my mama. Oh, yes, it is. It's your mama. You married him. Now that's your mama and that's your daddy. Deal.
The next one, number 12, be able to handle the truth.
Oh, that's good.
When Charmaine was giving me her mind on our walk.
My feeling.
Agreed. Understand this. Whether you agree or not, give them space to express their feelings. Mm-hmm. Whether you agree it's true or not, it don't matter. Feelings are real. So, listen.
Yeah.
Now, some say, I ain't got time to listen. Well, you listened before.
Oh, yeah.
Before you got them, you listened. You pretend like you're really interested.
You asked questions.
Yeah.
You commented.
Yeah. Number 13, stay present. Sometimes when we're having heated fellowship, we can zone out. Stay present.
Yeah. A lot of times it's a lot easier to stay present if you're repeating in between the conversation. Like, don't talk to your spouse about something for 30 minutes and expect them to remember everything you said. Do it in segments.
Yeah.
Don't wait until you have 50 things to talk about before you talk about everything that's on your mind, because that can be overwhelming for a person. They could feel like, shoot, I'm just gonna shut down because I'm not doing nothing right.
Yeah. And that hurts a lot.
Yeah. So staying present, especially in a conversation, if you're talking about one or two things, have them get some understanding in the middle of what you're talking about.
Correct.
Like, hey, I just want to make sure you understand what I'm saying and you hear my heart, because you don't want them to feel like, you're putting the hammer down on them about something, and then after it's all said and done, how they're responding isn't even what you were talking about.
Yeah, it's difficult, because even when you're communicating, to put some balance on it, because you could feel like I've never done anything right, ever.
Dog, you went from the house to when we dating to the kids
Lord,
to the
geez.
choice of job, my career. I don't make enough money. You don't like my car. You don't like my friends. Like,
and so I what I do is I check out. Why are you here then? Why would you want to be with me? In my brain, sweetie.
When? I want to know when, brother.
When a person consistently attacks
You're not
you.
talking about yourself personally.
No, the thought is going through my mind in arguments.
To check out?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I said the thought went through my mind.
Okay, we need to go through your mind then after the Friday Night Live. I'm joking with you. Go on. I'm sorry.
Honesty.
I'm sorry.
Honestly, anytime you have a heated discussion,
right,
you feel as if, is it worth it? And
if what's worth it?
The whole conversation, the relationship, it all depends how, listen, damn, man, this is too much. No, I'm saying.
I wanted you to define what you were saying because a lot of people were probably thinking, is the relationship worth it?
All of it. No, I have gotten a place in my head like, I can't do nothing right. You know, I felt that way. I said, this, you don't like this, you don't like this, you don't like, damn, why would you be with me then? If I don't do nothing right, you know, so you will allow your emotional feeling of being inadequate and you spiral that out. Why stay here? Why be with me? You can find somebody else to do all that. You know, obviously I'm not good enough. And then before you know it, ooh, and then you can get yourself wrapped up and like, man, bump all of this.
Right. That's just, you might be thinking. I was just saying. But ain't nobody going nowhere around here. Ain't nobody going nowhere.
No, y'all, I'll just disappear.
No, you won't disappear. Ain't nobody disappearing. Might be hurt a little bit, but we ain't disappearing. No, I'm joking.
That's a threat.
No, it's not.
That's a threat.
I would never hurt you. I would never want to hurt you physically or mentally.
But emotionally.
Not emotionally either.
Okay.
I want you to be whole.
Next one. Never let an argument or disagreement get physical.
Oh, that's, yeah.
As that means we are poor communicators.
That means it's done. Like, I'm sorry. I just don't even have any.
She doesn't get physical though.
No.
She might hit other things.
Like the countertop.
Yeah, she'll hit stuff now.
No. When was the last time I did that?
You hit doors.
When? Oh, Chomo is playing. No, I just don't have any, like, a man that will hit his wife. I just don't even have a woman that will hit her husband. I just don't even have words. It's just not even.
She's gotten better though. She was both physical. You know, I had to get through some trauma.
Jomo, it's not a joke.
You crazy.
Jomo. Stop. No, seriously. Like, I just don't have any talk. Like, I don't tolerate the whole physical.
No, we don't.
Like, if you get physical, then that's a toxic relationship.
Yes.
And either you guys need professional counseling to work through it because you can't work through it together.
You should not.
Or you need to separate.
You should not put your hands on each other in that kind of manner.
That's toxic.
Now, you know, there's some other physicals that you can put your hands on somebody.
That's not in anger.
All right. Lastly, like the referee does in boxing, he can do this.
Time out.
Put the mouthpiece back here before I punch you again. So
wait, dog. Wait.
So, be willing to call timeout.
Right.
The Bible says, don't let the day go down on your wrath, right? You know, don't go to bed sleep. Don't go, Lord Jesus, I messed that up.
Don't let your, it's anger.
Don't go to bed angry. Okay, it don't matter. We messed up all the time. Don't go to bed angry. Now, let me help you. You gonna go to bed angry. Okay, let me help you. You gonna go to bed angry. So sometimes
it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. Yeah. So sometimes you need to call timeout.
Yeah.
Timeout. Listen, baby. I think we've taken it a little too far. I think I see and sense that you are really I don't want to say emotional because you don't say emotional when emotional. Okay, don't say
Right,
emotional. Don't say emotional. I can see right now that you have intense feelings
Intense feelings
towards this topic.
Uh-huh.
And I know right now I do not have intense feelings towards the topic. So let me pray and process and see what God tells me. And let's come back.
What, Jomo, and what I'm about to say, some people are gonna like totally rebuke it. Y'all not gonna agree with me at all, and I'm good with that. But in the times like that, to just hug and just have a quickie might just resolve
What's
that.
a quickie, Charmaine?
If you're an adult and you're hearing what I'm saying, you know what a quickie is. And I think sometimes sometimes you might even remember what you was arguing about.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
But some people are like, oh man, if I'm mad with somebody, I can't even get my mind there. Oh, you can get your mind there.
You can figure that out. You can figure that out. I'm telling you, God gave y'all sex for a blessing. Some of y'all are not using it. Shame on you. I'm not going to be frustrated. Unless you sit there frustrated all day.
Use your powers for good, not evil.
Yeah, crazy. Talking about can't see straight. Man, got to release.
I'm just saying, when you know that both of you guys are not going to agree on something before you go to bed.
Stop it.
Just, hit that time out real quick. Table it.
Hug
it out.
We're not going to agree on this. And here's what I've learned. Sweetie, you are an intelligent woman that has your own thoughts and opinions. I'm smart most of the time, okay? With that being said, you have a very different opinion than I do. We're not going to agree. I honor and I respect your point of view. I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
You're not going to make me agree with what I don't agree with. Right. So let's just kiss and go to sleep. Now, if you want,
just kiss
and say, now we don't say goodbye.
Yeah, I didn't say goodbye.
But my point is, kiss. Kiss. Did I say that right? No.
The last one is kiss.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh man, slack is slack.
It's slack, right?
Yes.
Sit, listen, ask, communicate, kiss.
Yes.
Sit, listen, ask, communicate, kiss. Hey, it's all good. I said ask, didn't I? I didn't say ask.
Oh no. You are so funny.
It is what it is. It is what it is. All right, listen. It is what it is. Anyway.
Yeah. So
I pray you guys have a wonderful night.
This is crazy.
Hey, it is what it is. It's live, man. It's live. It's live. And hopefully you can use it. It was so good when we went on our walk after she told me how she felt. And
Thank you, Stephanie.
And I received it. She's like, Jomo, we're going to take some time off soon. Mm-hmm. And she says, let's work on a relationship book. So I don't know when it's going to be done, but we're going to do a relationship book. I think
it's going to be fun to do that together.
Yeah, we're going to do a relationship book. So all of these topics that we've been talking about, people ask for the outlines and stuff, and we've just been keeping the outlines. But I think tonight's class is really solid. It's a great topic because we're all going to deal with disagreements, and we have to understand the rules of engagement. Well, we love you. If you want to follow us,
it's Jomo and Charmaine on YouTube.
Amen, amen. And remember, love, laugh, and learn. Have a wonderful Friday night.
Good night, everybody.
We love you to life. God bless you. Praise the